Coming from CNBC, Moonshot AI accessed NVIDIA's chips despite Chinese export ban, White House official says. Oh, look at those nasty China man. Don't you understand? We have banned you from using our hardware. So therefore, you should stop trying to move your civilization forward. So I think this is kind of an interesting story because Kimi K3, so Moonshot's Kimi K3 model just came out a little while ago, and apparently it's really good, right? If you listen to Americans, it surpasses Anthropic and OpenAI's current models by a little bit in some areas. And if you listen to the Chinese people, oh, it's not really that good. Oh, no. They're definitely behind Americans. It's like, huh. Anyways, right? But the new Kimi K3 model came out. It is open source. It's cheaper to use. There's been so much demand for the model that that Moonshot actually had to shut down access to the model for a little while. Blase. And so this is creating a real concern in the American AI tech stack world because, again, there is the whole question about the viability of the American AI stack. To be clear, this has not a goddamn thing to do with China, right? Look, if Xi came in and decided that AI was the equivalent of the Great Satan and decided to burn all AI projects to the ground in China, right? Just decided AI is not worth it, bulldozed all the labs, burned the factories to the ground, and the whole 9 yards. That would not make OpenAI viable. That would not make Anthropic viable. that would not make the Americans' current plan for artificial intelligence make a damn bit of sense, right? But right, the issue is the American AI stack has a lot of problems. OpenAI, Sam Altman has literally stated they have to have $1 trillion valuation. It's a non-starter to have less than $1 trillion valuation. Anthropic, they got like a $960 billion valuation back in May. They want to IPO probably in somewhere around October or November. So that means they're not going to go for $1 trillion valuation. They're going to have to go higher than that to prove to investors that they're worth being invested in. You have SpaceX that is currently cratering, right? They're down to about $110 a share today, right? And basically the issue that we have with the American AI stack is that the fundamentals the businesses were built on are garbage. They are trash that simply cannot stand on their own. If there is no competition, if there is literally no competition, these businesses will still fail because they were just simply not built properly. But this is modern America. We don't know what mirrors are. I guess we're like vampires. I guess we just can't look in a mirror anymore, right? So you can't look in the mirror. You can't look at the problems that you have created. You can't look for the solutions that you could implement. You can't think of the ways to empower the population to actually be able to do better. No, what do we do in a modern America is we fucking blame somebody else. Remember, China creates industrial policy. We create mean truths. Welcome to 2026, right? So basically, right, you have the Trump administration right now trying to hold up the American AI stack, even though it's just going to be an impossible task. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff, right? The whole idea of the distillation attacks. Oh, the only reason that the AI models are as good as they are is because of distillation attacks, right? There's a whole bunch of this other stuff going on. And so all of that's garbage. Everybody knows that's garbage. It's farcical for them to be saying. The only people that would believe this shit are people that are cracked out on Diet Coke and who are 80 years old and just don't seem to grasp reality at this point in time, right? And so the issue is, right, they know they're getting laughed at. They know they're a fucking joke. They know every time they say this shit, it looks more and more ridiculous to absolutely everybody, right? One of the interesting things with these Chinese AI models is some of the biggest users are American tech companies, right? Trump is so full of shit that even the American tech companies don't give a fuck about his insanity anymore, right? Our tech companies are using the Chinese models, even though we're told it's a civilizational risk. So the problem is the Trump administration and everybody else, they're trying to look for the magic bullet to go after these Chinese AI companies. And so now what they're trying to say is, oh, well, they accessed NVIDIA chips, right? Obviously, they're not as good as America right now. They accessed NVIDIA chips. The curious thing with this, though, and this is where it will become more of a disaster, as MAGA likes to say, as the Republicans used to say before they're all fucking castrated like the little bitch dogs that they are, right? The whole idea from Ben Franklin is the person who gives up freedom in order to have security deserves neither, right? Remember when Republicans had fucking ball sacks? Remember when the Republican Party had a single goddamn man in the entire one? Now they're all fucking alpha dogs. Don't you see them? They're all trying to get into fucking octagon and prove to the world that they're the alpha of all dogs. But the issue that we're dealing with right now, why all this comes around, is because the issue is, right, so we do export controls on the GPUs, right? So hardware can't be sold to China. So NVIDIA used to have like 90% market share in China. Now they essentially have 0% market share in China. But then beyond that, because we're still so scared of the Chinaman, not only do we block stuff going to China, but then we start blocking stuff going to the Middle East. And we start blocking stuff that goes to South America. We start blocking stuff that goes to Europe. Because of what if one of those companies down there buys the products and then cross ships it to China? We can't allow that to happen. So, right? So more and more erosion. And this is very important to understand, right? The Republican Party by the day erodes the freedoms of Americans because they're fucking scared of their goddamn the shadows. Sniveling old dogs in office that should be put out to fucking pasture are ever more scared, and so they start restricting what Americans are able to do by the day. Because by golly, if they're fucking scared, if they're pissing their pants, everybody should pay the consequences, right? And so what they're looking at now with this is there's the whole question of how did Moonshot get access to these NVIDIA GPUs? Well, one of the things to think about is architecture, right? Cloud architecture, right? So if you have data, you can simply move data around on the internet. And so one of the things we're talking about here is I think it's GB300s. Anyways, these particular NVIDIA GPUs, apparently there are data centers in Thailand. So one of the ideas is that the Chinese sent their data to the data center in Thailand, had the data center in Thailand process the stuff in order to create models or in order to create components of the models and ship it back to China. And so what do you do here? What do you do here, right? If you're the Trump administration, if you're a fucking cowardly, castrated, piss-ass dog that's scared of their shadow, what do you do when you start learning about systems architecture? Do you realize that what you're doing simply functionally doesn't work, right? The only way what you're doing works is if the other side agrees with you. And nobody fucking agrees with them because they're fucking batshit insane, right? So they could back off. They could back off and realize their plan is not working. But no, right? This is modern America. And in modern America, we double down on stupid ass ideas. And so apparently what's going through Congress right now is the idea to try to block access to cloud providers that have these GPUs, and then punish those cloud providers if they provide services to Chinese residents or whatever else. And that's where we're going at right now. And it's just, I don't know. It's so 2026. A White House official has accused Chinese AI company Moonshot of accessing NVIDIA advanced chips despite export controls banning them from doing so. Moonshot unveiled Kimi K3 on Friday. The Chinese company, quote, acquired GB300 equipped servers and has accessed GB300s in Thailand, likely to train its AI models. Michael Critius, director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, said in a post on X on Wednesday. The U.S. is looking to close export control loopholes that allow advanced AI chips to be accessed by Chinese companies. The Remote Access Security Act, a proposed bipartisan legislation, seeks to expand U.S. export controls to include the remote cloud-based access of critical hardware and software. It passed the House of Representatives in January and is awaiting action in the Senate. So be thinking about this. Again, the world of technology. So literally, Congress, you go out there, right? You're in Saudi Arabia, you're in Thailand, you're in South Africa or whatever, right? You purchase this NVIDIA hardware. You spend billions of dollars on this NVIDIA hardware. And then all of a sudden, the American Congress is now going to start mandating who you are allowed to provide access to that hardware remotely, right? Somebody comes through a VPN or whatever kind of remote connection you have, you're going to have to start knowing your customer laws on who is going to access your GPUs. This insanity by our politicians is making our stack less competitive by the day. Who wants to tolerate this insanity? You go to the Chinese hardware, they ask you for a fucking credit card. You go to the American stack and you're gonna have to fill out 100 pages of paperwork and be audited, every 5th Sunday of the month and whatever else, right? I mean, just think about where all of this is going. Let's see here. Quote, it's well known that China is using American compute both within the country and abroad. Keegan McBride, Director of Science and Technology at think tank, the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change, quote, it demonstrates just how far ahead the U.S. is on compute, he added. Quote, American compute is the foundation for the AI race today. And yes, and we are making sure that it's going to be a today thing and it's not going to be a tomorrow thing. Yeah, it makes sense. Again, geeks are cats. Geeks are cats. Cats and geeks, zero loyalty. All we care about is trying to implement whatever the fuck it is we care about implementing today, right? So as I've talked about before, right, you have Israeli technology companies, Israeli technology professionals literally outsourcing work outside of Israel, right? Even though it's like 30% of the Israeli tax base comes from Israeli technology companies, like literally the money that comes in taxes from the Israeli tech companies literally allows Israel as a nation to survive, and their technology employees are outsourcing overseas because it's cheaper. Again, reality. I'm just here to tell you reality, man. Geeks be geeks. Geeks be geeks. Geek goes to the bone. Anyways. And so that's one of the things to be thinking about. Like if you've got these AI companies in China, right, they're just focused on trying to build their AI products. They don't really care about the export controls. They don't care about the sanctions from demented bastards half the world away. They are simply going to focus on whatever allows them to build. If it's Huawei, they'll build on Huawei. If it's NVIDIA, they'll build on NVIDIA. If it's some other thing, they'll build on that. They will build on whatever they have access to. And so basically all we're seeing right now is that, yes, the Chinese companies are going to access for this particular hardware because the data centers already exist. Now, again, one of the things to think about with this whole Huawei thing and the Huawei accelerators is that they're building a lot of these accelerators. They're building the data centers, right? They are actual compute constrained. China actually is compute constrained because they're trying to get up to speed incredibly quickly, the whole 9 yards. So there's a lot of constraints there. So if you're in an environment where there's a lot of constraints, it makes sense that you're going to go and you're going to try to find whatever fucking resources you can get your hands on. And so that's what they're doing. And the interesting thing with this, though, is that basically by the American government going in and trying to shut down these quote unquote loopholes, they're simply going to make it harder for everybody to use our technology. They're going to put more and more questions into people's minds about, is it worth the trouble and insanity and pain of using this garbage? And as the Chinese tech stack gets better and better and better, they're just going to look at it, right? I go to China, I swipe a credit card. I go to America, God knows what the fuck is going to happen to me. Whose hardware do you think they're going to buy at the end of the day? But anyways, those are my thoughts. So what do you think about this? What do you think about Moonshot? Maybe using NVIDIA hardware to train their models. What we quote unquote know, is that they used NVIDIA hardware to do something. do something. We don't actually know what it could have been testing routines. It could have been other things. What do you think about this? Do you think that trying to restrict China from accessing this hardware, do you think this will actually work at the end of the day? I don't know. Do you remember? Do you remember when Republicans used to have ball sacks? Do you remember the last time you met a Republican man? When was the last time you ran into a man and found out that they were a Republican? It's been a while, I gotta say. Last Republicans I've run into have all been fucking castrated dogs, right? Again, it's weird. It's like it's weird to me with all of this because that whole phrase from Benjamin Franklin, I've always thought it was kind of stupid. But again, those who give up freedom in order to have security deserve neither. Again, it's a very simplistic buzz phrase or whatever else. But it's what those people pontificated on endlessly not that long ago. And now they are more than happy to give up all of their fucking freedom because some senile old jackass in the White House is scared of his shadow. Anyways, put your thoughts down below. If you like these videos, do remember they're on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Link is down below. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, there's a link down there too. And with that, see y'all later.